Hello guys, this is Roger69501 and welcome to my Comic Book Wednesday. Wednesday, the best day of the week. Oh yeah. Forget holidays, Sundays, birthdays, Christmas. It's Wednesday. Because we get to have Wednesday every week. So for me, Wednesday is the best day of the week. Oh yeah. Well, before I start, the comic I'm gonna display is part of to be honest with you, I don't remember what it's about. This is from the 90s. It's a 3-issue miniseries. Yeah, it's a 3-issue. And it's called Magneto Rex. The evolution of the X universe begins here. Magneto Rex. Long live the king. Nice cover though. Awesome cover. Check that out. To be honest with you, I don't know what it's about. I forgot. This must be from 1990 something. Yeah, it had to be from the 90s. So I don't quite remember what it's about. I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I have no idea what it's about. Maybe one of these days I will read it. Well, I got my double fat stack of comics. This is 2 weeks worth of comics. So let me take it out here. Okay. And I got some comics that I left over there. And the one I'm gonna start is well, this one is a back issue. At least for me it is. The Power of the Butcher. Red Lantern issue number 23. Check that out. Nice cover. Let me put this thing here. Okay. And also have another back issue. This is Batgirl issue number 21, which finally I got it. So I will be able to read this whole story arc. Check that out. I like the cover though. Because I start to read this story arc, but so I had to wait till I get issue 21. Finally, I got it. Although I continue buying the Batgirl, but now that I have that issue, now I can sit down and read the whole story arc. And also, I was talking also to my comic book lady. She's a really nice lady. Anyway, oh excuse me. So I think I asked her. I think she told me. I think it's gonna be on December. That the whole DC universe is gonna be a 0 hour or 0 year or something, or year 0. I think it's year 0. Let me. It's 0 year. So which all the books of the DC universe are gonna be tied in with this 0 year. So I told her that whole month I'm gonna skip it. Because yeah, I mean I'm gonna buy the one that has to do with the main story, which happens to be Batman, but the other books, how they met or where they find each other, or if they get along or they don't, to be honest with you, the idea about how they meet, where, how and when doesn't appeal to me, to be honest with you. You know, so I mean, they should have left that for next year, maybe a new event or something. Because now with this, it's like we're gonna have another month that is gonna stop the flowing of some of the stories that I'm reading. Maybe I'm mistaken, maybe not, but that's how I think. The same thing happened with the Creedy covers. The Creedy covers, it was fun, yes, but I skipped. Actually, we all skipped a whole month. We should be now on issue 25, not 24. So that means that for a whole month, now that we're getting the issue 24, at least on my case, so I had to kind of like not reread the whole thing, but kind of like look at the pages, trying, you know, to refresh my memory with some of the books that they are coming out this month. So, go figure. So it's gonna be so, you know, I mean, events are fun, but I don't know, just kind of like, now we're gonna have another one with a year set or zero year or whatever it's called. So I hope that it's not gonna skip a title. If we're gonna skip a title, at least in my case, all the books that I'm reading, so you know, I might gonna skip the whole month. I'm still gonna get my books that have to do with the Batman and maybe one or two titles that I might be curious about. But the rest of it, nope. Next one is Dark Knight issue number 23, The Wrath of Clayface. This is another book that I need to get. You see, that's the thing about the 3D covers. It kind of like unbalance my budget, because I mean, although I buy comic books, but I have a budget. I mean, let's face it, I'm not a rich man. I wish, but I'm not. So, I mean, you know, so I have a budget for the comic books, and like everything else, because you know, I mean, I'm single, I live alone in my house, so I pay all my utilities. So basically, I pay for everything all by myself. So I have to have a budget for everything. So I can do everything by a little bit. I don't know if that came out right. Well, the next one is Superman, Wonder Woman issue number 1. Oh boy, nice cover. Oh, look at that. Awesome. Look at that. And I'm gonna open it up. Oh boy. Oh, this is awesome. Love the cover. And you know what I noticed about this cover? That we have Wonder Woman, Superman on the middle, obviously, and a big hand behind. But if you see on your left side or your right side, you get to see all the villains from each of the characters. On one side you got Superman and all his villains and not villains, friends, or what's the name of it? There's a term which I forgot. On the other side we got Wonder Woman, or vice versa, with all the villains and supporting cast, or supporting cast. So it's kind of like the Superman and Wonder Woman's world, they're gonna collide or something. Now I like the way that the Bizarro and Darkseid, they just look awesome. Look how they did Bizarro and Darkseid. Awesome. So here's issue number 1. Let's see what that's gonna be. So next one is Detective Comics issue number 24, Unbridled Wrath. I guess all the Batman books have to do something with wrath. Everybody is wrath. Nice cover though. I guess that they're doing this kind of like, it's not paper anymore, kind of like thick. I like it though. Really nice. Check that. It helps a lot to protect at least the cover. Next one is Forever Evil issue number 2. So that means I have to read issue number 1 to remind me what it's about. Awesome. And also there's another crossover starting on issue 25, which I believe is gonna run for 6 months. I think 6 months? I think it's 6 months. And it's gonna run in 3 books. It's Justice League Dark, Pandora, and I believe is Constantine, if I'm not mistaken. It's gonna be called Forever Evil Black with a B. BLIGHT, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Forever Evil Black. I don't know what black means, but it's gonna run for 18 issues. So it's gonna be a long story arc. Well, I mean, in my case, it's okay because or I mean the 3 titles that they are gonna be on that story arc or the crossover, I have it on my pull list. So it's nothing like getting out that I'm getting out of my pull list to get some different book. So I believe it's gonna run on 3 books or 3 titles or 4. I believe it's 3 titles. Next one is Batgirl Wanted Part 2, issue number 24. Love the cover. Check that out. Just love the cover. Awesome. Next one is Forever Evil Suicide Squad. The battle begins for the world's deadliest weapon. And what do you know? We got Steel here. Well, at least it looks like Steel, not Cyborg. Steel from the 90s, the one that used to use a hammer. Look at that. It's awesome, huh? Well, if it's not him, it looks like him though. Jonathan Rhys Meyers. The legend takes a new life. Dracula. Huh. I guess there's a new TV show. So, Suicide Squad issue number 24. Nice cover. Next one is Forever Evil. And this one is a comic book that nobody likes, that everybody loves, but they don't know it yet. Because they haven't jumped in or got on the train. And I'm talking about the train of Phantom Stranger. So this one is Trinity of Sin, Forever Evil, issue number 12. Nice cover. Sin Eater Victorious. Awesome cover, check that out. So if you're not on the train of the Phantom Stranger, well, get on the train because you're gonna like it. It's a fun ride, oh yeah. Next one is Huntress and Power Girl World Finest, issue number 16, Rage Against the Light. Cool. I guess they have a new artist, R.D. Silva. And Paul Levitz is the writer. Check that out. This is the new one of the miniseries that is coming out of Forever Evil. Forever Evil Arkham War. The world's greatest villains are picking sides for the war to come. And it's done by Peter Tomasi. And the artist is Scott Eaton. Nice cover though. You know what I think about this Forever Evil thing is that since there's no superheroes, I guess the bad guys are gonna choose sides. I mean, the bad guys are gonna be now the good guys and the other team. Which we got a bunch of bad guys, and they're gonna be 2 teams. The bad guys will be bad guys, and the bad guys will be the good guys. Kind of. That's how I'm beginning to see the Forever Evil storyline, which is good. Something, at least for me, is different. Now, if DC have done that before, the universe before the New 52, well, I have no idea. If they did, let me know. Next one is Green Lantern Corps issue number 22, Lights Out Part 2. World's End. Nice cover. Again. Nice cover. Look at that. Next one is Green Arrow issue number 24, Deadly Homecoming. This is a nice cover though. I have to say that this is one of the coolest covers that they have made for Green Arrow. I like it. I really like it. Check that out. Really like it. Next one is Swamp Thing issue number 24, The Face of Cedar Revealed. The other, check that out. I was reading yesterday, couple of days back, I decided to read the story arc with the Cedar. And I have to say that it was good. I really like it. It's fun. I really like it. It's very different. It has nothing to do with that Rothwell crossover that we had, because on this storyline you get to see the full power of the Swamp Thing that never had been shown since issue number 1. So at least in my case, I really like it. Next one is Earth 2, issue 16, Obey. Remember this word, obey. You have to obey. Nice cover. I mean, that cover reminds me of a video game for PlayStation back in the 90s. Reminds me of. Lights Out, part 1. And this one is from last week. Relic Strikes. Green Lantern issue number 24. Check that out. Awesome. And the last one is Batman issue number 24, 0 Year. Like the cover, this is a fat comic book. This is a fat comic book. And if you're not, let me see. We only have one. Yep, it's a fat comic book. It's on issue, Batman issue number 24. Check out that cover. Awesome. Well guys, this is it. I wish everybody to have an excellent Comic Book Wednesday. I wish everybody to have an excellent week on comic book reading. And I wish everybody to have an excellent week. Well guys, this is it. I hope that you like it. See you later. Bye.